Love stories are adorable, especially when they involve our favorite sports players. It's heartwarming to see two people come together, and Olympic medalist Sydney McLaughlin and NFL player Andre Levrone finally getting married has fans congratulating the happy couple. In this video, we'll be taking a look at their wedding and love story, so stay tuned to find out all about it. First off, Sydney McLaughlin and Andre Levrone finally got married. The sports world is welcoming yet another young married couple. Sydney McLaughlin and Andre Levrone Jr. finally got married in Madison, Virginia in May 2022. And let's just say fans have been waiting a long time for this moment. Let's take a dive into how they came to be. Sydney is a 23-year-old gold medal winning Olympian who's broken quite a few records, including her own. She's nothing to laugh at, and neither is her husband, Andre, who's a former NFL player. The two had been dating for over 2 years, and their time together must be pure bliss because they decided to tie the knot without any hesitation. The young lovers got engaged in August 2021. What's even more adorable is that Andre proposed to Sydney after one of the sprinter's best races, a famous record-smashing moment at the Tokyo Olympics. Talk about waiting for the perfect time. Ever since their engagement, the couple's become the talk of the town as their cute pictures together circle on social media. From photos of their proposal to them just enjoying time spent with each other, the sports world is competitive. It feels good to enjoy something wholesome once in a while. One thing's for sure, they'd be looking forward to the day long before they got married. Sydney revealed that they'd been planning for the day together, eagerly awaiting its arrival. This is fair enough, as any young couple would look forward to their wedding day. Next up, their love story is simple and beautiful. Love stories have many beginnings. Some start off in the most complex of ways, shrouded in mystery and trouble, while others advance in a way where you'd never see the couple coming. But good for them, Sydney and Andre managed to skip over all this drama. Yes, their story started in the simplest and most peaceful way. They met, got together, and got married, happily ever after. The two were both single at the time they met through a mutual friend, although Sydney confirmed that they hadn't started dating right away, starting off as good friends. Speaking to The Knot about how they met, Sydney said that she had a friend she'd gone to high school with. Coincidentally, the same friend also happened to go to college with her future spouse. Still, they didn't interact with each other until Andre decided to slide into Sydney's DMs. They started as friends, Andre inviting Sydney to a Bible study and introducing her to a number of people. But while they started off as friends, they didn't stay that way for long. Sydney even said that just after a few conversations, she was sure the former NFL star was the right person for her. She said that they both figured early on that the other liked them and what they were intending for. Apparently, if there's one thing she's sure about her relationship, it was that it was intentional. At the same time, both are strong believers in their faith. Sydney McLaughlin and Andre Levrone Jr. are both extremely open about their dependence on faith. It's hard to marry a person that has different religious preferences or doesn't take faith as seriously. Thankfully, our athletic duo got lucky in that department. They both appreciate each other's strength in their faith, and Sydney even mentioned several times that this was one of the biggest reasons they could make things work in such a way. She even admitted that the Bible study Andre had invited her to so many times helped them solidify their relationship and keep it stable throughout the years of dating and the few months as a newlywed couple. According to McLaughlin, a big part of meeting her fiancé had to do with the evolution of her faith, finding out who she is in Christ, and submitting all her plans to God. She prayed that whatever she'd do and whoever she'd meet would lead her to a place she wanted to be. Not long after she did this, she met Andre, and that was the first time she was in a relationship that just felt right. According to her, Andre was the man that could lead her in her faith to the place where she wanted to be. Next up, Sydney thinks their relationship was God-sent. Sydney said that she felt her relationship with the former NFL player was God-sent, and if the post Andre made on social media is anything to go by, her partner is of the same opinion. While making the big reveal on Instagram, Sydney wrote to Andre that she fell more and more in love with him each day because of the strength of his faith. She continued to praise her partner in the best words she could find. She stated that he was the most God-fearing, passionate, honest, loving, hardworking, protective, and genuine man she's ever met. Sydney even went as far as saying that she saw Jesus in him. Andre responded to her heartfelt post by using a quote straight from the Song of Solomon. "Who is this coming from the wilderness, leaning on the one she loves?" Sydney's a great athlete who has multiple times put forth record-breaking performances, such as her race at the World Athletics Championships 2022 in Eugene, Oregon. Andre also has a fair share of great games to his name. According to her, this athletic competitiveness was also a big reason for their quick bonding. Coming from two worlds that while completely different from each other, were the same in essence, helped them relate to many of the experiences the other had. She also said that it was fun being married to an athlete, and if any one of them had any trouble, the other would know how to support them. Finally, Sydney McLaughlin in the World Athletics Championships. Allison Felix's return gave Sydney McLaughlin more motivation before the 4x400 meter relay at the World Athletics Championships 2022. After the United States gold medal triumph, McLaughlin said while talking to the media that they were a family and they stuck together. They wanted to do this because Allison came out of retirement to get them there. Originally, Felix had no plans to aim for the 4x400 mixed relay with the U.S. team, but she helped the U.S. qualify for the final after she was approached about competing. Although she didn't take part in the final, Felix got her 14th gold medal from the World Championships. The other members, McLaughlin, Britton Wilson, Tabitha Siggs, and Abby Steiner, left Jamaica behind after posting a time of 3:12.79. Team USA has been leading the overall team standings of the 2022 World Championships after winning 33 medals, 13 of which were golds. In other news, Tom Brady to take a week off. According to Ian Rappaport of the NFL Network, Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback Tom Brady is going to take some temporary time off to deal with personal matters. He'll be absent from the entirety of next week and will be back to the team around the time of their preseason game on the 20th of August. Buccaneers coach Todd Bowles said that he and Brady discussed his time away before the training camp began. Brady intended to get in the early reps with the team, but eventually stepped away to deal with personal matters. No specific details about the matter have been released to the public. Since Brady wasn't supposed to play in the first 2 games of the preseason, the time off shouldn't affect his training for the regular season. Secondly, a look at NFL's offense in 2022. A good offense helps make up for other weaknesses and is more continuous compared to defensive success. 18 out of 20 NFL teams that made the conference championship in the last 5 years were ranked in the top grades in offensive efficiency. A ranking of how every NFL offense will perform in 2022 can be made by using metrics like DVOA, EP, and AGL. DVOA, a metric by Football Outsiders that measures overall performance. EPA means expected points added, and it measures the degree to which each play helps get a team nearer to scoring. AGL means adjusted games lost. It's also a metric by Football Outsiders that measures which team was affected by injuries the most. Finally, Deshaun Watson fined $5 million. Deshaun Watson's Thursday suspension has received plenty of attention. However, the $5 million fine is also just as noteworthy. The Cleveland Brown quarterback was handed an 11-game suspension after he got accused of sexual misconduct during massages by more than 24 women. Due to the structure of his contract with the Browns, Watson would lose only $690,000 from the suspension. However, coupled with a fine, it will now cost him $5.6 million. The player is thought to be the first person fined under the NFL's personal conduct policy, but at the end of the day, the fine is merely a small dent in Watson's income. That's a wrap for this video. Are you happy for the newly married couple? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.